Manzon Produções e Rede Manchete.
It's pretty cool. I'm not a tough guy. I'm just introverted. I'm like I was saying, I'm not the life of the party. I'm not the guy that comes in the room and goes, I'm here, and I don't make my hair fancy to come in here and wear, you know, beautiful sport jackets, and it's not my thing.
I understand.
I mean? To me, it's if I have nothing to say, I don't say it. You know, I just don't speak out because I can't. I'd rather, you know, take it in, learn, because just because I do what I do doesn't mean that I'm any better or smarter or anything else than anybody else.
Mm-hmm. I understand, but are you afraid of being a sensitive guy?
No, no. I'm completely at ease with not worrying about what's fashionable, throwing TVs out windows. I did all that shit, you know what I mean? I did all the goofy things that these guys do now, and throw temper tantrums and go on stage 3 hours late, and somebody threw TVs in Brazil out the window at reporters, and you know, I would never take a chance of hurting, maybe killing somebody who came there to see me. How ridiculous. How about, yeah, you know.
Because there is something in the rock, mainly in rock and roll, there is a kind of mask, you know. There is a kind of pose.
What made us who we are is that we let the people into what it is. When I went to Russia, we played at a place called the Lenin Stadium for the Moscow Music Peace Festival. And we were this big headliner in Russia. And being an American, you grow up being told that the Russians are the bad guys and our Olympic team didn't go to the Olympics there, and, you know, all this stuff. And then here's this guy in a garage band in New Jersey playing this stadium for 2 days. But the magic that we've always had, even with Spanish, you know, you can make out a couple English words, and, you know, I can pick up a few Spanish words. Russian is very different. Now, a lot of what I do is talk to the audience, and I get my points across with lyrics. I'm in Russia the first night, in a place where there's no MTV, where there's no rock and roll radio, where there's no record stores to go buy records. And I don't realize until I'm on stage that I've been reduced to being in a bar band again. Nobody knows my records. So we play, and didn't get a great response. I don't know, you know, it was okay. And I says, I know what it is. They didn't get to touch us. That's the magic of what this is about. That it's the same thing. We have the image of being this garage band, the guys next door. And, you know, for a while, you go, Christ, maybe we're supposed to be bad boys. Maybe that'll sell records. Maybe we're supposed to be drug addicts. Maybe that'll sell records, you know? What I found is be yourself. You want the truth. And nothing but the truth. And if people like you for
you don't want to pretend, you don't want to fake something.
That's all I can do.
And it's hard to find out the truth in the middle of so many stuff.
That's why we walked away. You know, that's why I was able to walk away, and more importantly, was able to survive it.
You stopped your band doing for 2 years. This was the reason. And but you almost split also. Why?
We didn't split. I think that was the press, especially in England, that started that rumor, because there wasn't a lot of good dirt to write about us. There wasn't heroin addiction. There wasn't child abuse. There, you know, I mean, we all got along. But when we were playing places like the Hollywood Rock Festival, which was very exciting for us, our first time in Brazil and South America, and you got like your bass player falling down because he can't even stand up anymore, somebody somewhere should have told us, you guys are tired, go home. You know, you're cheating yourselves. And we would try to put on a great show every night. I think the shows didn't suffer. I think the shows were great.
But why you didn't stop?
Because the machine was telling us to go. The managers, the agents, the lawyers, everybody. We did 3 tours of Europe on that album. So many shows. And then they said, go to South America. We said, well, we've never been there, we better go. And then, you know, I said, okay, and then I told the band said, okay, and we went. And then from there, they said, you know, you've never been to Mexico, there's a few stadiums down there you should go and play. Okay, we should go to Mexico. Man, by the time we were in Mexico, I mean, I couldn't even shave anymore. I had a full beard. I mean, I was looking more like Jim Morrison than Jon Bon Jovi. I was like, wow, big black circles, but nobody, and I don't think it's a slap for me to say it, but unless you are not even working for the band, but a member of the band, You don't know how tired you are. And everybody's just trying to do their best to get you to do more work, to help you to achieve what you want to achieve. But you're pushing and you're
I know
pushing.
exactly what you mean.
And you're dying, and nobody does, nobody sees it, and no one stops it.
What is your relationship with your partners like?
The band is good. I think it's one of mutual respect and love, and I think that it's important. When you see someone like a Richards, again, I keep using him as an example because there are always going to be better players than each one of the Rolling Stones. The Rolling Stones are a great band.
Yeah, but they fought a lot. I mean,
yeah, they fight a lot. We don't fight a lot, but the magic of playing with a band, as opposed to, we did a song called Runaway Tonight. I wrote that song 11 years ago. I honestly haven't played it in 4 years, 5 years. Walked out tonight and they said, here's the set list. And the guys went, holy Christ, okay, amen. And that's all I have to do. Now, if that was Jeff Beck, Elton John, all the guys I played with, they'd be looking at me going, oh no, we can't do that, It's not what we're doing here. Richie's as sick as he can possibly be, but he put out tonight with every ounce of energy that he had. That's the kind of thing when you got a band.
And when you compose together, is it easy
yeah,
to create together?
It is easy to create together because we're on the same wavelength,
How do you do?
Usually a title, sometimes a riff. You come in and
You work by yourself?
Well, no. We start from scratch if we're working together. And for the most part.